Hey y'all, let's get into this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 7 Episode 3 review. Y'all know I've been up since 12 o'clock midnight. I'm finally starting to crash. Yeah. Had maybe 2.5 hours of sleep before I woke up at 12. Been up ever since. Was not able to go back to sleep. Fucking foolery, okay? Foolery. My shoulder hurt. Can't go to the doctor until Wednesday, next Wednesday. Oh, anywho, this ain't about me. So Joy is seen banging on Trick's door because she want to talk to him about how in the hell Samantha knew that she was staying there and knew to come over there. Because she is suspecting that Trick was involved in all of this and was the one that invited her over and on purpose. But he was like, I didn't do that. He tells her exactly what went down, that Hot Topic told him that she wanted to holler at him. So he met up with her and she was saying she wanted to apologize and for them to work things out. But he told her to do that on her own time, but she didn't listen. So Joy like, I should have known Hot Topic was involved in all of this. So Joy was like, him messing around with her sister without her knowing prior to them getting married is part of the reason why they don't talk. And she goes on to reiterate how they messed around behind her back. She is vehemently denying that she knew that he messed around with her sister prior to them getting married. And I believe Joy. I really honestly do believe Joy. Based off hearing everybody's side of the story, I think that the sister is weird. I think that the sister has some type of vendetta against Joy. There's jealousy there. It's very weird. It's giving very weird energy. It's giving single white female. It's giving it should have been me. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so very weird. Trick then decides to make this comment where he says, this was before you. Y'all ain't the first sisters I done had. Rightfully so, Joy was pissed. And she took the water bottle that she had in her hand and she drenched it all over his head and threw it at him. And I did not blame her because, baby, I would have did more than that. I would have cussed his fat, nasty, burnt grease, honey baked ham looking ass out, okay? You up here looking like a goddamn raggedy catcher's mitt and got the nerve to be talking about something I done had more than one sisters. But yeah, back in the day, because anybody that's fucking on you right about now is strictly in it for either the clout or the money. Because ain't nobody willingly having sex with you with their eyes open. Child, boy, bye. Bye, 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 bye. So he get mad and he tell her to get out. He called Trina, telling Trina to come get your cousin. I can't do it no more. She gotta go. This, that, and the third. So Trina was like, I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna talk to her. But Joy got her stuff and she left and she was like, I'll send for the rest of my stuff. I wouldn't have still went nowhere. Fuck you. You can't make me leave, nigga. The police come today. They gonna say her name is on this lease. She ain't gotta go nowhere. So, sucks for you, boo. You should have divorced me. How about that? Okay. I wouldn't have went nowhere. I'm gonna make your life a living hell while I'm here. Okay. So Michael goes to look at places for him and Rada and the baby, and that little condo that he was looking at, it wasn't all that to me. Like, it was the cabinets and stuff kind of looked outdated. The best thing about it to me was the view. And I know that damn apartment was pricey, okay? But not only was I distracted by the very raggedy kind of condo, I was also distracted by that damn chalk going around his lining. Like, can you please wipe that mess off? And I thought it could have been just a situation where he just got his hair cut or something like that. But no, in another scene, he had that chalk around his damn excuse me, Etch a Sketch, do you not know how to get a rag and wipe that shit off? Like, we should not know where your barber had to carve your like, please stop. You already ugly. Like, we don't need any more distractions, okay? You already out here looking like a kangaroo. Looking like an alpaca. Then you want to wear all these bright ass colors and shit, making all these ugly ass faces, all that shit that he be doing. Like, nigga, no, we don't need all of that. Stop. So side chick Nadia called saying she can't wait to come there and see him, because you know she planning on moving there too. She was like, nigga, we all going. I don't blame her. So she said that she want to take maternity pictures or whatever, and he was like, all right, we'll get it handled. He tell her he gonna call her back, and then he tell his partner that he got Nadia pregnant. So the partner is like, yo, that's wild. Like, you need to tell Rada before somebody else tell her, before it get out. And he was like, you know, they like a month apart. She gonna have this baby after Rada have our son. He was like, I want to tell Rada, but I don't want to tell her right now before she had a baby. I don't want to stress her out. I don't want to, you know, cause no harm or whatever. He was like, but I am going to tell her. Now, of course, you know that the shit was going to come out beforehand. Producers were not going to let that go down that way. Okay. The whole thing is just so trifling and nasty. The fact that you even able to pull these girls is a blessing. Okay. And you out here squandering blessings, because let's face it, if you weren't Michael Blackson, them bitches wouldn't even look your fucking way. You dirt ball. Okay? Like, please get somewhere and sit down. See, this is why everybody don't deserve to have money and fame, because it literally goes to their head and it makes them delusional. It really does. Because Sir, you look like a gecko, a gecko, a lizard. Okay? Like, please get somewhere and sit down. Please. Please. And men like that that's constantly out here just can't put their Peter Weeder up. It always makes me think that either A, you was touched on inappropriately as a child and you trying to like suppress that or something, prove your manhood, or it gives me you're actually gay and you're trying your hardest to fight that shit. One or the other. That's what they give me. Like, something is wrong with you that you cannot just put your dick up. Like, what's, like, child, sex is good, don't get me wrong, but it ain't that damn deep. Like, really? Like, okay. So Miami Tip is at this jacuzzi place or whatever with her boyfriend Chuck. And she talking to him about her issues with Amara. And this man even was like, you being messy. Like, that's that lady business. Mind the business that pays you. And I'm like, exactly. Everything that you're saying is 1000% true. But why are you so pressed about it? Why do you care so much? Oh, because you ain't got nothing else going on in your life. You ain't got no other storylines to keep you relevant on this show. So you decide to make Amara storyline your storyline. Okay. Because other than this, we ain't never seen Tip talk this much. Ever. So Tip was like, you know, I'm trying to protect her. This man has a wife and he's playing you. Once again, these are things that we already know. And how you trying to protect somebody? Somebody needs to be protecting your little bitty ass. So Chuck tells her to mind her damn business, because it's kind of weird, to be honest with you. And Tip was like, the world wants to know how you got engaged to a married man on national television. Let me speak up for the world. No, we don't. No, we don't. Nobody asked to know how she did it. We saw it. They just did it. Okay. It wasn't serious. You know what I'm saying? Nothing came of it. The whole thing is some fucking buffoonery. All right. We, the public, do not fucking care. You care, ma'am, not us. Then she goes on to say, we're about to find out, though. I contacted the wife. And come to find out, Gina and Allan are coming to Miami to celebrate their 7th-year anniversary. And that's when she gonna meet up with her face to face and finally have a conversation. To me, it's just giving thirsty. It's just It's stupid. It's so stupid, Tip. So stupid. You supposed to be so elevated and working on movies and sending your son off to college and all of this stuff. Is she still dancing? Has she stopped dancing? Like, you got other things to worry about than what Amara got going on. Amara is an idiot. She has accepted that she's an idiot. She revels in being an idiot. Being an idiot is a part of her brand now. Okay? If she don't give a goddamn about how this man treating her, then why should you? I'm so confused. It's crazy. So Joy talks to Trina. I don't know where she was at. I don't know if she just rented a room or something, a hotel room or something that night. And she tells her what Trick said and how he was like, y'all ain't the first sisters I done had. And Trina was looking like, oh my God, I could not believe he said that. Wow. Ew. So Joy invited Hot Topic over to come talk, and Trina ain't really here for none of it because she feel like at this point Hot Topic always on some messy shit. She even goes on to tell Joy like, this side of the family got you, that other side of the family be on some freaky frog type stuff. You don't need that type of drama in your life. You and your sister ain't gonna never get along, so it really don't matter. Fuck her and just go on about your business. So Hot Topic arrives. And she says that, maybe she shouldn't have relayed the message to Trick about Samantha wanting to talk to him. And she was like, had I known that they were sleeping together while y'all were married, like I really wouldn't have said nothing. And everybody was like, what you mean? They were sleeping together while we was together. She was like, Trick told me that out of his mouth. Like, no discrepancies, no confusion. That's exactly what he said to me. So Joy and Trina looking like, oh my God. And Joy is like, this heifer got the nerve to talk about how she want to make amends with me, but yet and still you was sleeping with my husband while we were together. Like, make it make sense. So Joy is pissed and she was like, okay, gloves is off. I got to confront her because this is wild, crazy. Trina was just sitting there looking like, child, I ain't got time. Me and my pork sausages on my neck, about to go home to my ain't shit ass husband too. Like, I got my own problems to be worried about. We ain't forgot this nigga got a whole kid out here. We ain't forgot about none of that. Like, you married a man that call himself Swerve and you don't think he gonna swerve on you? Okay. So Amara visits Sonyae at the studio and she apologizes to her for how she acted at her performance. And Amara tells her exactly what transpired between her and Tip to make them fall out. And she also goes on to say that the first 3 months of her dealing with Allan, she did not know he was married. Regardless, if you didn't know within the first 3 months, after you found out, you should have left him alone. You decided that you wanted to continue on with the fuck shit. So you can't blame nobody but you. Now, I could see if it was a situation where you didn't know you got pregnant and then you found out, or you found out after you got pregnant or something, after the kids got here. You knew, you made a conscious decision to lay down with this man and continue to have an affair with him and then go on to bear children with him. You knew, Amara. So don't nobody feel sorry for you. Stop trying to act like you're a victim in this situation. It was only 3 months, child. It wasn't that deep of a relationship that you couldn't pull away. You didn't want to, okay? So now you get everything that comes along with Allan and his raggedy soft ass dick, because he don't even look like he got good dick, okay? To be honest with you. He looked like he got a little Peter Weeder, okay? He looked like his Peter Weeder got a receding hairline just like his head do. He need to take that dick over to Turkey, okay? And get some inches added on to it. So the girl just kind of looking like, girl, okay, ghetto, don't have time for this. I have a real artist that I could be working with right now. And then Amara got the nerve to sit up there and say she want to do a record with her about how people need to mind their business. And that girl politely told her like, yeah, no. Like, I have serious artists to work with. Like, I actually work with industry people. You can have this bullshit. I ain't got time. And she made a model look so damn stupid. She really honestly did. So, Rada is in Arizona preparing to have a baby. She's getting induced. He'll be there. Mike will be there when it's time. And she had the nerve to say in her confessional that she think that Mike will come to his senses once the baby arrives. You too goddamn old to be this goddamn stupid. If you honestly think at your big grown old age that having a baby is gonna keep a nigga, then you are delusional. If anything, having a baby by a nigga gonna make him go away from you. If you want to lose a nigga, get pregnant. They don't want to be bothered with that shit. Hell no. So Claudia arrives to check on her and tells her that Mike might have another baby with a chick named Nadia that Rada has brought up before. And Rada was like, Nadia, that's the girl that we hired to twerk on his podcast. They actually show us the footage. She looked a lot better before she got pregnant, mind you. So she is shocked by this because she had no idea that they even messed around at all. Like, she didn't know that the girl was one of his side chicks. So, Rada in her confession was like, to me, she's the nastiest, dirtiest bitch possible. And the man that proposed to you ain't? Make it make sense. She don't owe you shit. Yeah, she probably knew about you, but at the end of the day, you need to be looking at that nigga Lurch, not that girl. Cause she gonna do what she gonna do. He was the one that was supposed to respect you and honor you. But how could he do that when you allowed him to cheat willingly? And then you think that you gonna have rules to the game when you already gave him permission? You really think that when he out on the road that he's gonna say, let me just have my one hoe for the month? Girl, get the fuck out of here with your stupid ass. Like, take your ass back to Cambodia with that bullshit. So when Mike went and had dinner at Trick House, I think it was Joy that said that he need to holler at Gael because she would be the perfect side chick. So he go pull up on Gael, who's still going by the name Heaven, even though everything about her represents hell. And she get to flirting with him, feeding him and everything. And, she say she with it. She open with messing with him, even though she's supposed to be on a religious journey. Y'all gonna stop playing with my Jesus. Y'all gonna stop playing with that man. He gonna get y'all, okay? So he telling her, don't get too attached. And I'm like, you don't even realize the type of crazy that you over here about to deal with, okay? But I low-key am looking forward to it. Because Gael will be the type of bitch that'll ruin your life. And he needs to get his life ruined. He needs to be humbled. So Joy meets up with her sister at this diner. And Samantha says that she wants her to admit that she knew about her and Trick dating. And that she tried to make her look like the villain. Joy, eating her ketchup and fries, confronts her sister about F and Trick while they were married. And Samantha says, I had him first. That was my revenge. Well, at least she bold with it. Yo, this is trifling on so many levels. You can tell that they are just sisters through their father and that they didn't grow up in the same household. It kind of low-key remind me of me and my sister. We got the same daddy, not the same mama. We were very close growing up. And then once we hit them teenage years, shit got weird and we have not been close since. So that's what it's giving with Samantha. It's giving she's very jealous of Joy and she still can't get it wrapped around her head that Trick chose her and not Samantha. So she then goes on to say, tell the truth how you was a stripper. And Joy was like, everybody already know I was a stripper, girl. Like, that ain't no new tea. Like, you think you trying to, embarrass me or something? And when she said that, that let me know and gave me confirmation that, yeah, she's trying to hurt Joy, trying to embarrass her, trying to, I guess, think that she gonna spill some tea or whatever. And it's all just stemming from jealousy. It really honestly is. So Joy calls her a hypocrite for preaching the word of God and sleeping with a married man, which is so true. So true. And the fact that you still lusting after your sister's husband is some sicko type shit. But Jen, you got the nerve to be trying to preach and tell other people how to live their life. Girl, if you don't get somewhere and go sit down, Satan, Mary Magdalene, girl, gone somewhere. So Joy end up throwing her food on the girl, and the girl throw it back, and they get to arguing and stuff. And Samantha say, let's talk about how you wanted me to have a threesome with y'all. Like, okay, now we are moving into incest territory, and I don't have the time nor the patience for that type of foolery. Joy was like, girl, what are you talking about? You're weird, okay? You're weird. That's nasty on so many different levels. And I don't believe the sister at all. I don't believe her. At this point, I think that she's just throwing anything out there just to make Joy look bad. So, after that, where is I at? Tip meets up with Gina, Allan's wife. She an alright looking girl. She looked like maybe she could be Selena's killer's daughter. You know, they got 4 kids together. They've been together for 7 years. And she says that Amara has done a lot of things throughout the years to hurt her. She says that she and Allan are perfect as of right now. And that Allan basically only want to be around his kids and not Amara. But Amara always saying that, you know, she got to be there when he comes see the kids and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. She says that Allan doesn't love Amara and that Amara still be on some, she want to be a family with him and she be telling him to leave her and all of this stuff. And Tip was like, well, look, I heard what you saying, but I've also seen them together up close with my own 2 eyes. And yeah, he be playing the fuck out of her, but then yeah, he do be in her face saying he love her, he want to be with her, hugging and kissing and all of that type of stuff. So it seems to me like he telling you one thing and then doing another. He playing the fuck out of both of y'all, honestly, truly. So the wife then pull out her phone and was like, let me show you this. And so she shows Tip a contract that I guess Amara sent to her at some point that says that she hired Allan to be her baby daddy. God, Jesus, be offensive. If this nutcase really paid this man to get her pregnant, I'm really gonna be happy that this is the last season of Miami. Because at this point, just throw everything away. You got sisters over here claiming incest and fucking her sister husband. Now you got Amara over here paying for sperm by a married man with a receding hairline. Like, I don't have time for this, Julio Iglesias. I don't have time for this, Harry Belafonte. I don't have time for this. Like, everybody just needs to go to church. Everybody need to go to Mary Church, okay? In Salt Lake City, because everybody needs Jesus. This is just gone so far left that it cannot even turn back right, okay? It's so despicable. Despicable me, okay? Child, I was done after that. I was simply done. Simply done. But even with that being said, even if she did hire him to have a baby, he's still making a fool out of you, girl. He got on national television and proposed to this girl, still was fucking on her and still be in her face. And he was fucking on other girls on this show. Like, you still a dummy at the end of the day. You're still stupid. All of y'all dumb. The nigga ain't even cute. He look like Master Splinter. Like, let's not do that, okay? Let's not. I'm gonna give this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami a B. It was a lot for me to digest, okay? It was a lot. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye.